Hello. So today I wanted to do a quick video on the Carmina Zim loafer in Cordovan that I have here. It's a horsebit loafer. Okay, so Carmina box, very cool red lining. These are, I'll show you what these are for. This is actually part of the packaging of the shoes. Carmina bags, if you want to unfold them, nothing too special. I'm sure they're cotton bags. And here is the loafer. Now these I have worn once and I want to do a video on them because these are up for sale and they may not be in my possession much longer, so I wanted to get the video out of the way. You'll notice that there's a lot of what appears to be dust on these loafers, and I'll touch on that in a little bit, and this is very common on Cordovan. So let's do a complete unboxing. Lots of nice, Carmina packages their shoes very well. Look at that, that is just crazy. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, foam on the bottom. Again, Carmina packages their shoes very, very well. And for these, the sticks, all that is when it's, you can see the stuffing there, or the paper packaging, all that does is just creates some tension there, so that, I guess, the paper packaging stays inside. So let's put that away, and I'm going to talk about why these look like they're covered in dust. First off, so this is, let's talk about the box a little bit. Let's show you what the label looks like. So Armagnac Cordovan horsebit loafers on a single leather sole on the Zim last. My standard size of UK 11. Talk about sizing here as well in a bit. All right, first, why do these look like they had a paint spill on them? Look at that. So Cordovan, I'm sure there's a lot of videos on Cordovan and you can go and watch them, but it's more of a membrane. It's not really a leather. It doesn't crease. These have been worn once, and unfortunately they don't fit me, so I had to put them up for sale. But you can see it looks like they're brand new up on the uppers here. But what all of this white stuff is actually the natural waxes and oils of Cordovan coming out. It's kind of exiting the upper here, and it's very, very common. It was very scary when you first, if you first see this on your Cordovan shoes, you'll think that, oh my gosh, it's ruined. You know, what's happening is the dye coming off. Oh no, that's not the case. Very, very simple fix. Take a brush, horsehair brush, same one you would use for polishing, and just start brushing. And you'll see, you got to really get in there, but it brushes and comes away. And it even brings out a little bit of a shine, as Cordovan naturally does. Let's take a look at this one. Get in there with the brush. And for the sake of the video, I won't spend too much time on this, but you can see it is nearly all gone. It's just some in the seams here, which you may need a bit more of an aggressive brush, maybe a little more, not a horsehair brush, but something a little more. Or I would recommend, if you have something really stubborn, maybe taking some polish, some Cordovan polish or a severe renovateur, and working that in there, working that in the seams, then brushing, or even taking your brush and just dipping that in the polish and going in there. And that would definitely clean them up. So there you are. That's no need to panic when you see your Cordovan shoes are covered in dust. You think that, you know, they're ruined, this super expensive shoe that you just bought. But here we go. Carmina Horsebit loafers in Cordovan, Armagnac Cordovan. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. JR soles, Carmina brass toe tips. This thing is, you know, it's fully loaded, as I would describe it. This is a hand-stitched apron, or hand-sewn apron. If here on the, or moccasin, sorry about that, moccasin, hand-sewn moccasin stitch here. Brass hardware. I think we all know which shoe this is in reference to. And I personally think it is a much better value than what they are doing. It is, I've seen them in person. Starts with a G, those loafers, the brand, and this just knocks them out of the park. And you know, they're similarly priced. If you wanted to go with a leather version, you may be looking at you're paying half of what those cost. Similar construction, and you get a true shoemaker that, you know, you can, yeah, I won't say much more about that. But you can look at 1 day's worth of wear, just out in the office and to the parking lot, and not really anything serious. That's what a JR sole looks like after a little bit of wear. Absolutely no creasing on the top. You know, they're in almost perfect condition. Unfortunately, I have to let these go because they're not the right size for me. So in terms of the last, it's quite rounded. I find that my heel is very narrow, and unfortunately I just had too much heel slip. I find that this portion of the loafer did not come up far enough on my foot to lock it in. Combine that with, I really need all the help I can get with the loafer because of the narrowness, and you know, my foot has a low instep. It's kind of bony, as my podiatrist would say. I need all the help I can get. So suede here, I need a full suede liner or a full suede heel cup, and this only has this little strip here for grip, so it just didn't work out for me in the end. I would say if you can try these on in store, if you're spending this kind of money, definitely try them on, or ensure that you can return them to Carmina if possible. Yeah, I would say maybe try going a half size down. For reference, in Carmina Rain last, I'm a UK 11. In basically every Carmina, in Forest last, I think I've tried Detroit last, Tim's last. The other loafer I have is the UETAM last as well, all UK 11, but this one I needed a 10.5, but I got an 11, and it was a mistake in the end, and they're not returnable once you put the toe plates on them, or once you ask Carmina to put the toe plates on. So it is what it is there for me, and I have to let them go. These are also a Blake stitch construction. I think this is one of the only Blake stitch that Carmina does. You know, creates a more flexible shoe, and it is, again, in reference to those you know, the luxury shoe that this references. Those are Blake stitched as well, so I think that's why Carmina tried to recreate what they did. And yeah, let's talk about, you know, the symmetry of the shoes. Really, Carmina is just, for the value that you get here, it is amazing compared to the, you know, the other European brands. If you go to, you know, the UK and you go and purchase something from them versus Carmina, I'm not saying that Carmina does it at their level. I will hopefully make some videos on you know, comparisons between them, but Carmina, for what the price that you're getting here for a Cordovan shoe, for example, I mean, you would pay double the price if you went to UK and you got a similar shoe here. So yeah, I mean, it's a Blake stitch. Fun fact about a Blake stitch, when I purchased these, I asked Carmina if they would do a resole on these when the time came, because I was obviously concerned about this, you know, big investment at that time. And they said no, surprisingly. They said that once these have worn down, you know, this JR sole, which is, you know, very durable, Carmina would not resole it. So you would have to probably, you know, look at a cobbler externally to get that work done for you. So that's something to note. I don't know if Carmina's changed since then, but that's what I heard, and this was years ago as well. So keep that in mind, that it's kind of a, you know, the lifetime of the shoe is however long you choose to wear it, you know, with the soles. All right, so that's a quick video on the Carmina Horsebit Loafers. Great shoe. I would always recommend these over one of the high street fashion brands, but, you know, to each his own.